We all have those moments where we look at something or someone else and we wonder, why can't I be in that situation? Or why don't I have X, Y, or Z? Today we're going to talk about jealousy and why it isn't such a bad thing as long as you reflect on it. Let's start musing, guys. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Modern Day Musing. My name's Tom, and this channel is all about the need for deep reflection in modern day in order to better understand ourselves and the complex world around us. That's what the channel is all about, and let's get right into today's video topic, jealousy, and what it means to be jealous, and why it's so important to be cognizant of our jealousy, because it usually gives us some pretty important messages about our overall state and how our life is going. So let's get right into it, guys. Alright guys, so before we get into the depths of this conversation, let's just throw a simple definition about what jealousy is. In my opinion, it's a perception of some sort of inadequacy or a void. You're wanting something that you don't yet have. And why it's so important is when you realize you're jealous, if you are reflecting and kind of constantly contemplating your day-to-day thoughts and the goings on, what's making you jealous? And what does that say about your current situation? That's why we have to muse about jealousy. That's what I wrote down on the board, and now let's elaborate. Alright, so back to the second point I wrote down. What makes you jealous? And for me, it used to be a lot of, I guess when you grow up and you're going through adolescence, it's a lot of physical stuff. Your body's changing, other people's bodies are changing, so you're constantly looking and thinking, this, that, and the other, like, why aren't I this, or whatever. Now, you look at me, I'm not the biggest guy, and that, when you live in an age where you're constantly getting messages, and you're seeing these hulking guys, and that's kind of the ideal physique, is a guy who's a lot bigger than me, with the definition and the muscle, you get insecure, you get jealous. I want to be like that. So I would go to the gym and just constantly try and lift weights, and it would get to a point where I would see myself without a pump, and then you get insecure because at least with a pump, I would feel a little bit, a little bit bigger. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I feel kind of nice. But once it fades, because it always does, that's the thing with the physical things, then you're back into that jealous state. You see someone who's bigger than you to begin with, and you just get right back into it. I gotta go work out. And that right there, when you realize it, okay, I need to accept my body. I'm never gonna be that big. And once you come to that state of acceptance, it's a lot more beneficial. Now when I'm working out, it's not about trying to get some unattainable goal that is this hulking physique. And I just accepted that, hey, you can just be pretty toned and strong for your size, and that's okay. And just focus on healthy. Don't try and lift 1,000 pounds. That's not good for your joints, that's not good for you. You're just not built that way, and that's okay. We're all different, and that's okay. Now another example that I actually recently just experienced, and it's why I wanted to make this video, is I discovered a fellow YouTuber who was doing something similar to what I'm doing. He did a video about passion, which I've actually been thinking about doing, making a video about passion. And his whole situation, I was watching his videos, and he has a lot of subscribers now, and I found myself becoming jealous, wanting, why don't I have that? Or, oh wow, or even like that's the spiteful too, which can come with jealousy. When you want that situation, you get, oh well, he's just this successful because he has this situation. And I'm not going to get into the details of all of that, but what it causes me to do is I realize, okay, hey, I'm jealous right now. Why? Maybe, hey, it's your own insecurity, right? Again, I just talked about the physical insecurity I had. Now this is the more mental, right? When you see someone who's doing something similar to you and they're being successful, part of you is happy for them, part of you wants, because that's what you want. So I did find myself getting jealous. But then you take a step back and you realize, hey, This guy's been doing this for longer than me. He's got a different kind of video style than me and a little different situation. I mean, the Harvard thing is going to get viewers in and of itself. So don't be hard on myself, and I just started, right? So when you reflect, you muse about your jealousy, it's really beneficial. And then when he was talking about high school and all the clubs he was part of, the things he was doing, and I was kind of getting, oh, maybe he just had really well-off parents and they let him do all those things, allowing him to do X, Y, Z, you know, those different activities. But then you reflect and you think, yeah, that could be true, but maybe you're just jealous because you maybe weren't as involved in your high school as you should have been or you could have been. And that's something that you need to, when you've addressed that as a potential reason, now you've got to then act upon it. Like, okay, well, I'm going to make the most of the situation that I'm in right now. And I've got 1 year left of my current bachelor's degree in university, and I want to get more involved. Because this is a human thing. We always, you know, the grass is always greener on the other side. You see that famous little saying. So there will always be times where we think, oh, I wish I had that. Whatever it is, if it's a thing, if it's a physical feature, if it's a situation, there will always be times, and especially in the modern day where we are constantly being messaged to kind of feel this way, as I brought up. There will always be those times. But if you're more realistic with yourself and you're musing more often, you should minimize the effect that jealousy has in your life, the role it plays in your life. And moreover, it leads back to a video I did on the needs hierarchy. You'll have a better self-esteem. You'll feel better about yourself because you're not spiteful or jealous constantly or subconsciously, you know, deep down where you know you aren't who you want to be or you have this massive insecurity. And that's why musing is so important. All these videos, I'll emphasize this. Musing is so important to understand yourself and then best live your life. There's gonna be a lot of bumps and, you know, you get knocked down and I get up again, that famous song, ain't never gonna keep me down. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that where you get knocked down, but will you get up again? Well, to get up and to get up properly and to best navigate, you gotta muse. You gotta think about what you're doing, especially with jealousy, or else it's just gonna keep reoccurring because the problem you're trying to address wasn't really solved. Alright guys, so there's my thoughts on jealousy. It's a very important topic. So we've got to accept who we are, we've got to reflect on why we're feeling jealous and if we need to actually make some changes in our lives. And yeah, how are we going to do that? Let me know in the comment section below how you're trying to deal with this emotion we all feel and make sure it doesn't turn into a negative attitude or insecurity. Let me know in the comment section below. Share the video, let's build this community. Subscribe for plenty more videos. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll muse with you soon.